Hey, Dave Coulier is joining us, actor, comedian, and what's up, Dave? How are you, man?
I'm good. Good. How's it going?
Very, very awesome.
All right, so are you? First off, how are we even talking to you? I thought it was an embargo. Like, I thought y'all strike. You can't talk to people.
Well, no, that's just the neighbors that I don't like.
Oh, all right. Well, we appreciate it. Either way. How is that?
I'm covered.
I don't even know what the deal is with all that.
That's what I was about to ask. Can you explain what's going on for the layman?
It's unfortunate that it has to happen, and unions strike. When there's an issue at hand, that's the way you do it in the United States. And so, there are certain grievances that just have to, when you can't agree, you call a strike, and that's what's happening right now. And I'm a member of SAG and AFTRA and the Directors Guild. So, we all have to band together because we're all in it together. All of those unions come together to make your TV shows and your movies. And so, it's unfortunate, but it's always about, money and making sure that, people get paid for their work. And that's just pretty much what's going on.
And it has something to do with like the streaming rights and the back end on that, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, yeah, and I can speak about that because Full House and Fuller House are streamed everywhere across the planet, and suddenly you've got eyeballs that you never even had in television syndication. Now you've got countries all over the world that are watching the shows, and so it's become a different economy, and so I think that there just need to be adjustments to compensate for that newfound economy.
Wow.
They're making money off it.
Yeah.
You should too, is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, for sure.
It's your work.
Well, Dave has this Full House Rewind podcast series we're going to talk about. We'll come back. Dave Coulier is our guest. More with Dave coming up. Hang on. Dave Coulier is joining us. He's got the Full House Rewind podcast series. So what is this? What's the content of the podcast?
It's a TV show, and I wanted to create something to give back to our incredible Full House fans. And so we are going back to all 192 episodes of Full House that have, in syndication and now streaming are playing everywhere on the planet. We have fans everywhere, in Japan and Brazil and Germany and France, Australia, Canada. It's pretty amazing that, the reach that the show has. So I wanted to create something for all of those fans that was visual, and so I created a visual podcast, which is like, a TV show where we have a little Full House mini set, and I brought back Mr. Woodchuck as a puppet. I brought back Comet the dog as a puppet. I created a new character that's kind of an homage to Bob Saget's legacy, and her name is Granny Tanner, and we only see her from the knees down.
That's so great.
So
yeah.
she's kind of a hipster granny.
Uh-huh.
And so I wanted to create something that was very visual and give back to our Full House fans who we love so much.
The Full House, that whole fandom is rabid. When Fuller House, the reboot came out, I was like, oh, okay. And then it was so huge.
It blew up. You know why? Because we miss that kind of television. You're not getting it anymore.
No,
it's hard to catch lightning in a bottle like that series did.
You guys are very right. No one says I love you on television anymore. And we did. And so I wanted to make that part of Full House Rewind where, I get to tell the fans, hey, we love you. And I even give, in honor of Bob Saget, who was a real hugger in real life, I give the audience a virtual hug at the end of every episode and tell them I love them. And Full House became video comfort food for generations of kids. And I've heard so often from people who are adults now and grew up watching Full House that they had a tough childhood or a tough family, and they always said, my place of happiness and comfort and warmth and love was watching you guys on Friday night, and you became my family. And so you hear that enough times, I just want to give that back to people.
Well, it's going to be on YouTube. At the platform is YouTube, and it's coming out on Friday. Speaking of, it's kind of an homage to the TGIF ABC lineup from back in the day in the 90s, and so you can check that out Friday on YouTube. Just what do we just look up? Full House Rewind on YouTube.
Yeah, Full House Rewind. It'll be everywhere. It'll be on Spotify, iTunes. It'll be everywhere where you can get podcasts. But you'll have 10 times more fun if you watch us on YouTube because it is a TV show.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Dave, listen, man. Good luck on the podcast stuff, and also good luck on the strike stuff. Hopefully, it gets settled out quicker than they normally are. So we wish you the best on all that, man.
And a big shout out to all of our armed forces. I'll tell you real quickly, a year and a half ago, I was fortunate enough and honored to be able to do a stand-up comedy tour for 24 U.S. Air Force bases. And boy, I'll tell you, it made me really proud to be an American, being able to hang out with those folks. It was pretty incredible to see them at work. So my hat's off to all of those folks in our armed forces.
Yeah, well, they're listening around the world, every base and every ship at sea and on AFN, and we appreciate that. Thank you, man. All right, Dave Coulier, thank you, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
Wait.
What?
We didn't get our virtual hug.
Oh, can we get a hug?
Oh, here it comes.
Okay.
To all of you who need it, you're the heart and soul of Full House.
Okay.
Here you go.
There you go. All right.
Isn't that better now?
Yeah.
We love you.
It's odd. It's weird. I don't
Bye,
like
Dave.
It. Bye, Dave.
Bye.
All right. Well, that was great. That was good. You did good.
Thank you.
I have no idea what it was because this is taped afterwards, but
You were amazing, though.
Thanks. Appreciate it.